Sprinkle gratitude generously into the mix of the season's delights. Don't forget, Henry. Okay? Good morning. So it is November 1st. It's the day after Halloween. You're already gonna interrupt.
Sorry.
It's fine. Oh, you're so cute. That's my man. And Halloween was sad because Henry works night shift and he had to work all night last night. And so I sat here home alone with all my furry children eating pumpkin pancakes for one. And we live out in the middle of nowhere, so we don't even get trick-or-treaters. So there was like no festivities whatsoever. It was like probably one of the saddest Halloweens I've had. But Cody whistles. He knows how to whistle. He's whistling for breakfast. At least everyone was safe and cozy. I just really didn't like being alone on a holiday. And this guy. Okay, my cats are indoor cats and we live in the woods. And Bandersnatch, the day before Halloween, got out because Cody was able to open the door with his big head. And I wasn't even home because I was walking another one of my dogs. And Bandersnatch ran outside and I thought I was never going to see him again. Excuse me? Yeah, I'm talking about you. But then as soon as it got dark, I guess he spooked himself because when I was taking the dogs out potty at night, I heard him meowing under the RV and he was like up in like the axle, I guess. So now I ordered them collars. They're microchipped, but I know some people don't stand for microchips, so they have collars coming. Because I'm sure that won't be the only time to get out. And Gemma, this one, ran out too when Cody opened the door, and she is a pincushion. There are so many like sticker bushes and brambles around here, and she's covered in stickers, so we're gonna have to try to shave her today and maybe give her a bath because she cannot be comfy. And I just can't pull them out by hand. Look at this dog's a mess. Oh, you're a mess. You guys are really demanding. Meowing does not make me go any faster. So luckily, Henry's off today and tomorrow. And we have this tradition for Day of the Dead, which we do on November 2nd, which is we have cocoa with cocoa. Gemma! She plays too rough with Cody sometimes, even though she's 12 pounds and he's 50 pounds. She can take him. Anyway, tomorrow we're having cocoa with cocoa, which is where we have hot chocolate and watch Coco for Day of the Dead. It's one of my favorite traditions. I'm very excited. Okay, I'm almost done with your breakfast. You guys, Santa is coming in next month. Next month, Alice. What are you bozos doing? I just stepped outside to empty the toilet and we just barely got up and I'm already on the verge of a meltdown and I want to cry. And what set me off was that he brought home chips from work and I threw away my salsa last night. That's what's setting me off. It's like just the last straw on the camel's back, you know. And I have to pull myself together so we can actually enjoy our weekend together. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm what the kids call neurodivergent. And sometimes, like, I'm so underslept and overstimulated, and I'm also on my lady cycle, that, like, the smallest thing can set me off. So instead of having a meltdown, I've decided to be a problem solver, and I found these in the fridge. They're just different kinds of green salsas. That's chimichurri. I failed my mission. I ended up having a meltdown and anxiety attack at the same time, and my anxiety is still really high. So right now I am going to make sandwiches for me and Henry, because eating will probably help, and then I think I'm gonna try to walk Spruce, because walking my dogs really helps clear my head. So I'm gonna try not to throw the whole day away just because I'm having a rough start. I'm back. I've actually never used this or any microphone before, so I don't know if it's working. Testing. Cody, test it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Did you hear that? Do you want to test it? Okay. So I just got back from my walk with Spruce, and usually walks help a lot more than it did today. Because I still feel very anxious and irritable. Hello, Cody. I can't imagine why. But it was still nice to be to be out in the autumn air, out in the woods. It's very nice. I'm so sorry. So it was nice, and it's nice spending time with Spruce, and he deserved a walk, and he was so happy, and he's a good boy, and he fell over a couple times. He's very, very, very old, but he had a good time. He made a friend. Hi, Tweedle. One of my kittens is here to say hi. So yeah, I'm glad I went still, and Henry just laid down for a nap because he's very tired, and I feel like that works for me because now I can have some time where we're not both moving around in the same space. What's out there? Probably nothing. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what it's like for me, my experience being autistic, and thank you for licking my screen, and living in an RV. So when I was younger, like in my early 20s, living in an RV was like my dream, and I thought it would never happen because I can't drive. Like, I've driven, but I've never like had my license. Driving is really scary and overstimulating, and I just can't focus, and I just blank and I black out. So I thought I would never live in an RV. Cody, he's chewing on my shoes. See, it's just constant overstimulation. And then a few years ago, we bought the RV knowing that we were going to be homeless soon. And it was a total lifesaver. And Monkey and Gemma are playing. They're actually really cute when they play. So we got the RV. I love it. It has literally saved our lives. Still to this day. Without it, like, it's the only shelter we had. Still have. For the past 3 or so years, however long we've had it. So I love it. And it's actually really nice, even though it's like dirty and moldy and falling apart. It's just, it feels like a home. Because it's the first place that Henry and I have really had on our own. So it's our home, but it's so hard for me to exist in such a small place. And hi.
You know about those microphones?
Yeah.
They get sound from one direction only, and then it blocks the sound out from other directions. That way, like, if something's happening, background won't pick it up. So just test it out 1 or 2 times to see, like, if your voice is within the direction of its range.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm just winging it. It's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do not know how to use these microphones. Henry just got up from his nap and tried to explain it to me. I don't even know if it's working, so I hope you can hear me anyway. Anyway, I've noticed that as much as I love and appreciate the RV, It's our first home and everything, and it checked something off my bucket list because I really wanted to know what it's like living in an RV. Um, but it is really bad for my autism. And I know a lot of people aren't going to understand, but I didn't choose the autism chose me. My brand of autism, I get so overstimulated by like the smallest things. So like living in a small space with 16 animals currently, and Henry being here too, it's a lot of sounds and a lot of smells, and it really can be too much for me a lot of the time. And I love my animals dearly. That's why I have them, because I rescue. Um, I started rescuing before we lived in an RV, to be clear. It's just a lot. And so when Henry's off work, which I look forward to him being off work. But when he's here, we're constantly getting in each other's way. And it drives me crazy because like I want him to be here. I want him to be around. I love having him around. He's my best friend. We have so much fun. But it's like too close to me too much of the time. Too much movement like in my face. And I don't have anywhere to go. Like, before I moved in with Henry, I had my own room, and that was my safe place because I can turn on my white noise as high as it can go, and I could, shut whatever the stimulus was out for a little while and just collect myself. And that's how I managed it. And I can't do that anymore. Like, we have a bedroom, but we have cats and dogs that go in and out. And in our bedroom, that's where my bunny and guinea pigs are. And they are also smelly and noisy. So it's like, I have nowhere to go. And when Henry and I are here doing things, getting in each other's way all day, it really, really overstimulates me. And I hate that. And I feel so guilty because I will, have meltdowns sometimes, like I did earlier today. And no one wants to be around that. I don't want to be around that. And I feel bad because I feel like he feels like I don't want him here, or like he's annoying me, or like I just don't want to ruin his days off by being mental. And I don't really know what to do about it. So since I don't have a room, that's why I've been trying to like step outside, take my dogs for a walk more, because that's really my only option. But then sometimes there's people outside. Okay? And I'm just not a peoply girl. So it's really, 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 really difficult for me to manage my autism. The smells, it's like we try to keep it clean, and we have the windows open when the weather's nice, and we have like one of those plug-in fragrance thingies, and that helps. And for the noise, it's like my ears are too good. I've always had that problem. I'm so sensitive to noise. I used to be able to hear my family whispering in the other room, like when I'm trying to sleep. So it's like, even if I have my white noise up as loud as it can, I still hear everything. Henry's tried to get me to wear noise canceling headphones, but I can't because I don't like the way they feel. So it's like trading one sensitivity for another, and it's just not worth it, because not only do I not like the way they physically feel, but like I don't like not being able to hear my surroundings. So it's kind of like a pick your poison, because it's like I can't stand not being able to hear my surroundings because I feel all dizzy and like discombobulated. But then if I do hear my surroundings, it's too much. So then what do? I don't know. autism is unique to each person that has it, but this is my experience having it in an RV. And the two things I know that would really help, and I wish I had, was my own room and a yard, which we are working on putting up a fence soon so we can have a little yard, because I just need to be outside. It really helps. So yeah, that's my experience with my personal brand of autism, living in this RV that I love and appreciate so much, and it saved our lives, and it's not the RV's fault. I have no complaints. I do wish we could afford to maintain it, because it's probably not the best for our health and safety, but it is a roof over our head and a place to eat, sleep, shower, raise our little children. So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, because I'm sure there are people out there that can relate. And if not, you're so lucky. I wish I could just know what it's like to go about my day like a normal person, because the constant stimulation, my brain is working overtime at all times, and I just get so tired, and then it's hard for me to sleep because I'm anxious. And there's a fly here. Oh, there he goes. Anyway, I love how... Okay, rude fly. I love having the RV. I don't always love having autism. Henry's trying to shave Gemma right now, so let's see how well it's going. Oh my god, what is that?
Look it. They're a third of the size.
Gemma! No, is that your face?
That's your face.
Oh no!
I know.
Gemma. What the? You got a little pinhead. You got a little pinhead.
I'm having fun. I'm in my underwear.
You're not on screen. But thanks for letting everyone know.
Oh.
I'm not sharing. Gemma. Gemma. What on ARF? I made a casserole and Henry's eating fish sticks. I still love you.
Still love you.
Mm-hmm. Go be. It's the next day. Henry? Henry?
What?
What day is it?
It's Day of the Dead.
What do you call it back home?
Dia de los Muertos.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
he's spicy.
Tired.
You're so spicy when you're tired. So Henry just left. He's gonna go into town and try to pick up a few groceries because we don't really have food to eat aside from... Oh, you're back. For me? When did you get these?
That works.
Isn't it like my favorite? Okay, I haven't had these since before I was vegan. Shall I have one?
Yes. Wait, yes, you have. I swear you have.
Have I?
I think you said the exact same thing last time too.
No, I'd remember that. I haven't had these in like 9 years. I love you. Yum. I guess he had half a bag of these from work in his truck, so he just ran these into me. And I'm having this little juice we got from the food bank the other day. We have a lot of like, not a lot, but like, we have some random things like ingredients, but we don't have enough ingredients to like make like a cohesive meal aside from my leftover casserole from yesterday. So since it's Day of the Dead, he's gonna run into town and try to get some cheap taco stuff. We're gonna have tacos, and then tonight we're gonna do our tradition, have cocoa while we watch Coco. It's really hard already without food stamps. We really rely on those food stamps to survive, and even then, it's not enough. So I'm really scared because we know what it's like to go hungry. Because when we were homeless, we were starving. It was really bad, and I just have this fear of going hungry again, and I don't even know how we're going to afford to eat from now on without food stamps. I don't know how we're going to afford Thanksgiving dinner. We're lucky that Henry works at a restaurant. He only works part-time, but on the days that he works, he gets a free meal, so that's really been helping him get by. But I'm kind of marooned here at home because I can't drive, I can't work, I can't hold a job because of my disabilities. So food stamps were the only income I was getting, but it was helping us a lot just to get through. And now they're gone. So I'm really scared. The food banks are not giving us, like, they're giving less. We're getting less than half of what we'd usually get from the food banks because now everybody's going. And they only have so many resources. So we'll see how the rest of this month goes, or the rest of who knows how long. But even if the food stamps come back, I'm not going to be eligible because they just started having work requirements and I can't hold a job. I have tried. I just can't hold a job, so there go my food stamps. I've been trying to sell things here and there for the past few years and try to do anything I can to kind of make some money, but obviously it's not enough. I don't want to just sit here all day and like live a disabled lifestyle, or like what people would assume is a disabled lifestyle. Like, I don't want that. I want to find a way to make money even if I can't have a normal 9-to-5 job. Anywho, so while Henry's gone, I'm gonna eat these real quick. Juniper, my 17-year-old dog, I noticed that her private area looks infected today, and I assume it's because she's so old and arthritic that she can't reach back there to clean herself anymore. So I'm going to give her a bath, and I'm going to add to our nighttime routine. I'm going to take like a wipe and clean her up down there. And hopefully this doesn't happen again. I feel so bad for her. She's so old. She can't reach anymore. She can barely walk. So yeah, my poor baby. What are you doing? still have breakfast on the counter. Anyway, that's the update for now. Toodaloo. Well, Henry got the groceries, and wouldn't you know it, the truck died. So now he's stuck in the grocery store parking lot because our truck is really old and janky and we can't afford nice things. So I don't know how the rest of today is going to go. We don't know how he's going to get back. We already used up all of our tows for the truck because it keeps doing stuff or not doing stuff. So we stuck out there with the groceries. We don't know what to do. And I'm really hungry. I was trying to hold out because he wants to make us tacos today, but I might have to eat the leftover casserole or the one stale Pop-Tart that's sitting in the cupboard. Dog hair on my face because I gave Junie a bath and I cleaned up her little pee-pee. So hopefully she feels better. It's always something. I just wanted to have a nice little family holiday since Henry had to work all night on Halloween. I thought we could make up for it today, but I guess not. I hate when the family isn't all together on a holiday. It makes me sad. And I started today off crying because I can't save all the dogs that are on the youth list that are going to be put down tomorrow because I can't afford it. We don't have the resources to take in another one right now, today. And I blame myself, and I'll never forgive myself, and I'm so sorry. Poor Junie after her bathie. And then I just made this guy some fish for dinner for his special diet. This was the last of the meat that we had. And you know that my dog is more important than me. He eats better than I do, so he gets the rest of the fish. Because the way I think about it, like, I can eat whatever, but he can't because of his kidney issues, so he gets the rest of the fish. I feel so bad for poor Henry. It's been like an hour and he's still out there, and I just checked on him and still no updates, and we don't know how to get him home or get the truck running, and I can't do anything. Even if I could drive, our other vehicle isn't in a good way. I guess none of them are. Poor Henry. Look at this bug. What's he doing? He's so slow. So it's been like 2 hours. Henry just called me again to update me. Someone tried to help him get the truck to start, but it won't start. He was trying to get a tow truck, but the tow trucks will only take payment on a card, and Henry only has cash, and he has no way to get to the bank. And it turns out he's not stuck in the grocery store parking lot like I thought. The truck broke down while he was driving on the freeway, which is super scary and dangerous, and I was so afraid of that because it has a long history of breaking down. And I'm sure he didn't tell me that part, so I wouldn't worry. So he had time to get to the off-ramp before it fully stopped moving. So he's stuck on the off-ramp of the freeway a couple towns away, because that's where we have to grocery shop. And we don't know what to do. I feel so bad for him. We just can't have like a nice holiday at home together. He can't have a peaceful day off. Something always goes wrong, and I feel so bad. That really worries me. It could have been so much worse. I'm glad he was at least able to get to the off-ramp. Hopefully figure out a solution soon because I'm just drawing a blank. I don't know what to do. Look who's finally home. He was about to take his shirt off. Gave me a heart attack because I saw someone pull up and I look outside and it's a police vehicle. So I go outside all confused and Henry gets out. He just gave Henry a ride home. They're so nice
I was
around
in the
here.
back. I'm a thug.
How was it actually riding in the police car, you big
It's
boy?
kind of cramped, honestly. They don't give him much space. No.
Did you actually in the back?
Yeah.
In case you were a criminal. 'Cause
Yeah.
clearly he's very scary and threatening.
I am. I'm massive.
Anyway.
I'm 6'11".
They know that's not true because I'm like 5 feet tall.
It's the camera angle.
So, yeah, the truck never moved. It's still on the off-ramp on the freeway. But, the nice policeman gave Henry a ride home, and we don't know how we're going to get the truck back. Do you want to fill in any gaps?
Nope. That's pretty much it. Just, I need a small loan of $1 million. And...
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as of right now, we're without a vehicle again. And we got the truck because our other vehicle broke down pretty much. And we can't repair it because we can't afford to. And this is my dad's old truck, so now...
Guess I'm applying across the street.
Oh, a new job.
Yeah.
Probably better because right now most of the jobs are in a completely different town. So, yeah.
You like that, though.
But I'm just happy that you're home safe. And this poor boy had to pee. He didn't pee for like 5 hours while he was out. And it's like almost 3:30 and we haven't eaten really yet a meal. So, well, I had the rest of the casserole and I also had a Pop-Tart. So.
You ate my Pop-Tart?
I did eat your Pop-Tart. I was stressed. I was worried about you. I needed chocolate.
That's okay. I ate some extra cookies last night after you went to bed.
He's just as bad as I am, so he can't be mad. So we're gonna get cooking. We're without a vehicle again. So no vehicle, no food stamps, maybe no job because we can't get there. But he's home safe, and we have food for tonight, and that's what matters. Show him how cute you are.
Ew. I
You
want to
better
scare
shut
him.
up right
It's
now.
past Halloween.
I love this boy. Okay, we're gonna cook and eat and maybe watch Coco. Yeah, who's gonna watch Coco? Okay, yay. We just got done watching Coco. How was it, Henry?
It was pretty good. A lot of plot holes. It's really sad. Everyone
There's
dies.
no plot holes, it's perfect.
Okay, not a plot hole, but everyone just dies really young in this universe.
I think they just age well. And I'm a mess. It makes me cry every time.
It does every time.
It's really good. It's one of the best movies ever.
It's
Why aren't
pretty
you
good.
crying? Do you have a soul?
No. What? Just everyone clearly died young in this movie. It's just weird. There's not that many old people. Like any old skeletons, they're all young. And all the photos of everyone, they're all young too.
I just feel like no one's as old as Coco, and that's why I'm so much younger. Like, some of them clearly look older. Not his family.
No, not his family for some reason. I don't know. I think everyone looks young.
If the grandma probably killed him for looking at a guitar or something.
That's probably what happened.
I'm gonna finish crying now and then we're gonna go to bed because Henry's a cranky boy because he had a long day on the freeway waiting for help that never came.
No. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
You're so handsome.
No.
Okay, good night.
Night.
What the heck? I can't even believe our lives right now. So today's Monday. Yesterday the whole thing with the truck happened, and then, you know, we tried to have a nice little holiday evening still. We had Coco, we watched Coco, it was fine. We said we'll figure it all out tomorrow. So this morning, Henry tries to get his Prius running so he could go make sure the truck was still there on the side of the highway where he left it, because there was a chance that a cop would have it towed overnight. He couldn't get it running. he figured it was the battery inside his car key that wasn't working. So the only other battery that would fit it was in Cody's AirTag. So we put that in the key. Car started right up. He took it to make sure the truck was still there, which luckily it was. And so he was gonna call a tow truck to get it towed to the nearest shop. And he forgot the truck key. So he had to come back. Okay, mind you, this is a couple towns away because we live very rural. So he came all the way back to get the truck key, and then he went back, got the truck towed to a shop, gave them the truck key, came home and said, we're just gonna have to figure out what's going on. When they give us a call, we'll know more. So they just gave us a call. And it's like probably the worst possible news. So the truck is dead, like it went to heaven. Like that's it. There's no more truck. They said the only thing we can do is to replace the engine, which would be $5,000 to $7,000. And obviously we don't have that. So we're probably gonna have to just junk it, hopefully get some money, sell it for parts, I guess. That's our only option, really. But that leaves us again without a vehicle. So Henry's probably gonna have to quit his job. Luckily, so he works tonight. He doesn't have a way to get there, but one of his coworkers is nice enough to pick him up, and another one is nice enough to bring him home again in the middle of the night. I'm so glad he works with nice people. But that's not really, like, we can't keep doing that going forward because, again, we live rural, so he works a couple towns away. So he's probably gonna have to quit his job and find a job here in town, but it's slim pickings because there's really not much here that he's gonna have to walk to, most likely, because he shouldn't be driving his car. So the problem here is we are without a vehicle again, and so he's not gonna have a way to get to work. Also, we do our grocery shopping in other towns. We only have one. Alice is freaking out in her little castle box. We only have one grocery store here, and it's astronomical because they know that because they're the only grocery store here, they can rip us off. So we go to different grocery stores, and not to mention, I'm not getting my food stamps anymore. So we don't have food money, and we're stuck going to the most expensive grocery store here in town. And then it's like, how do we get to the food banks, which one of the food banks we go to is also in a different town. So things were just starting to look up according to Henry, and now we're like back at square one. Because there was a point where we didn't have a vehicle and we were walking to the food bank every single morning. It was like a few hours walk. But that was in the summer of last year. And it's fall right now. And it could start snowing like next month. So walking is not really an option. We can't be walking to the food bank in the snow. Henry can't walk to work in the snow. I mean, he can, and he has last year, but like, it's not good. It's not good. It's not safe. So we have no idea what we're gonna do. Life has a funny way of knocking us down every time we try to pick ourselves up, but we just try to motivate each other to keep going, and that's all we can do. And I'm hoping that we can figure something out, but I have zero ideas. I hope one day we can look back at this and laugh, but right now we're screwed. And I think that's the update. Oh, so Henry just took his car to go a few places in town. Like, our town is, all our shops are kind of like on one little road, and that's where we are. So he's gonna go check a couple places and see if they're hiring, and hopefully he finds something. He said he's probably gonna quit his current job today, but I told him no, because he's off the next 3 days, and we'll just see what we can figure out in that time. I don't want to like make any rash decisions. I don't think he wants to quit this job. So yeah, that's where we are. It's not looking too good for us right now, but it's a beautiful day and we're all alive, and that's all I got. But we love each other and it motivates us to keep trying. So he's gonna keep trying, I'm gonna keep trying, and we're gonna get through this somehow. I think about stories my grandma used to tell me about her and my papa when they were younger, and how they lived in like a little one-room shack, and they were really poor and they didn't have money or much of anything. And she used to tell me, we didn't have much, but we had love, and that's kind of the energy I'm trying to hang on to. And in the end, my papa and grandma made a pretty good life for themselves. They owned 2 homes, and like really nice homes, and I would feel lucky just to own one, or even a little shack like they lived in. So hopefully, gotta have faith. I love you. I hope you are all doing better than us.